I decided that I wanted to be an actor probably, I don't know, probably when I was quite little. I did my first bit of professional work when I was 8. In my family, they say that when I was doing it, my dad asked me, "Do you want to be an actor?" And apparently I said something really precocious and obnoxious like, "Of course, I've always wanted to be an actor." So presumably my desire to be an actor predates me being 8, but I don't know if that's strictly true. Then I went through a realistic time of my life where I thought I'd quite like to do anything but, and eventually decided that's all I wanted really, and all I knew about doing and could do with any degree of decency. Yeah, auditions are always nerve-wracking, there's no way around it. They're horrible. I don't think it ever ends, actually. I'm beginning to get to that stage in my career where there are less and I'm getting offered some jobs without having to audition, but I don't think it really ever stops. I think it's just part of the job. And it's difficult because there's no easy way to make that transaction happen between the people in the room, because you come in, you want to show your best, and you're never going to show your best because that's why we have rehearsals, but you've got to show some sort of approximation. It's a very difficult thing to do, but there's no other way really to do it, I guess. I think the challenge of doing stage work is that it's not enough to just do it once and then someone's caught it on camera. You have to keep doing it. But I think that's what's exciting about it, because it never is the same. From the outside looking in, you'd think that it's an exercise and a discipline in recreating something every night. It's actually not. It's an exercise in refinding something every night, and it might be in a completely different way to get to that place, but that's the fun challenge about it. The challenge of screen acting, I think, is to trust your instincts. I think. I don't know. I'm still slightly working out that. Well, I'm still working out all of it. I think all actors are all the time, otherwise you should just probably give up. But I think it seems to me that it's the big challenge in screen acting is about letting go of your analytical mind, or you can do that work before, but when you're on set, you've just got to respond to whatever the other person gives you, and you've got to just be in that moment for that fraction of time and put outside the guy with the boom and the fact that you might have just met the person standing opposite you who's playing your husband of 10 years, or you might have just sort of said, "Hello, how are you?" That's it. But you've just got to jump off the cliff, as it were, and trust your instincts. That's a really good question to ask, how you make decisions as an actor about roles, because to be honest, only recently has that luxury occurred. I mean, generally, you spend so much of your time unemployed that it's not really a matter of, oh, pick and choose, pick and choose. It's, oh, there's a job, great, I'd like to work. But when you do get that luxury, then I suppose I put it down to, is this role, how different is this role to me? How much of a leap, how much work will I have to do to create a character? Which is what interests me. How good is the writing? Is the director someone I want to work with? And are the actors people I'd like to spend time with? For film work, all the film jobs that I've done, or screen acting that I've done, I have done a lot of sort of obsessive work by myself prior to getting on set. I mean, I generally like to have 2 or 3 months to kind of get my head around the person and do it, because you don't have that time. You've got to sort of get to a film set with the goods. You've got to sort of present it when you arrive. And in theatre, I don't do any of that. I mean, I'll read it a lot, but that's it. I won't learn the lines, because you know that you have a month of rehearsals to find out all that stuff with the other actors. And film, not so much. Everyone sort of has to make a lot of decisions and then all jump in and hope that they add up. It wasn't a difficult decision at all to take on the Bridge project. It was a complete no-brainer for me. I think that, I mean, yes, it was perhaps a funny time when I had films coming out and people were sort of expecting me to go off and make lots of big action blockbusters. But I think that's precisely why I wanted to do it.